Y'all already know what type of time, you already know what time it is. What's good, everybody? Suave here, we're back with the vid, and today we got week 6 of the SPL. This time we're gonna be facing IronBoffin. Now listen, this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm not necessarily trying to win this week's game. Based on what the standings are looking like, if I just get 2 kills versus Boff, I am guaranteed to be in playoffs. Now, if I only get 2 kills, that means I play Joe in semifinals. But if I get anything more than 2 kills, that means I get the run back versus Boff right next week. So we're gonna do the back-to-back, okay? So really, all I need is 3 kills to do the run back, because let's keep it a buck, it gotta be me versus Joe in the finals, okay? Alright, so first Pokemon Boff has is Zapdos. It can either be Primordial Sea or No Guard. If it's No Guard, that means it gets No Guard Hurricane, No Guard Zap Cannon, No Guard Heat Wave. Primordial Sea, obviously not ideal because it gets things like Thunder, that will never miss, Hurricane that will also never miss, or Weather Ball. So it's a pretty big threat. Next Pokemon, his biggest threat, the ace of Gen 4, you know him, you love him, Garchomp, with either Sword of Ruin or Beast Boost. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Beast Boost, not real. Sword of Ruin, very real. If this thing gets an SD and a scale shot, I'm gibbed. Next Pokemon is the glue of his whole draft, Big Body Pert, with either Regenerator or Drizzle. I don't think he ever brought Drizzle. I think he has only spam Regen, and I know this Swampert has to come because with an AV, it's the only thing that's gonna stop my Archaludon. Next Pokemon is actually a pretty big threat. It's actually really good into me, Cobalion, with either Magic Guard or Surge Surfer. It can honestly run either or ability. With Surge Surfer, it outspeeds basically my whole team if I'm not Swift Swim on Arch. Magic Guard is a threat, whether it's Life Orb, Steel Beam, or it could be like Scarf Magic Guard. I don't even know what it could do, but pretty big threat. Next Pokemon straight out of Pokemon 2000. I think that's the right movie. We got Entei, either Desolate Land or Pixelate. Both of these abilities into me are pretty scary. Pixelate E-Speed could definitely get a sweep if my Arch gets chipped. Desolate Land obviously makes it so I cannot do like any Swift Swim shenanigans with my Archaludon. So I have to be careful around this Entei for sure. He got his own Don Julio, but he got the Ogerpon Cornerstone, Grassy Surge or Rocky Payload. Most likely gonna bring Rocky Payload because I have so many grass resists. I don't think Grassy Surge is really that great into me. But Rocky Payload boosted Ivy Cudgel is going to be going crazy versus me if I don't bring like a defensive Archaludon. So I have to play well against this Ogerpon. The next Pokemon on the list is probably the most annoying Pokemon I have ever faced in these last 6 weeks. Prankster or Fluffy Galarian Weezing. No conceivable way he brings Fluffy because of my own Ogerpon. He's bringing Prankster. It's going to have Prankster Will-O-Wisp. It's going to be like Prankster Destiny Bond. It's going to be stupid T-Spikes. I'm not looking forward to facing this if he ends up bringing it. No way he stole Mr. Craw from me, but he did. He has Mr. Craw with either Swift Swim or Adaptability. Don't think this is coming because it's really slower than everything, and he can't really go Swift Swim because if my own Archaludon is Swift Swim, then he's slower and he just gets gooed by Electro Shot or Body Press. So I think Mr. Craw is going to stay home this time. Espeon is next with either Psychic Surge or Tinted Lens. In theory, Tinted Lens Psychic could be pretty good into me, but guess what? I got Tingpool. So I think Espeon stays home. Last Pokemon that he drafted, Rotom, with either Hadron Engine or Levitate. Hadron Engine Rotom is actually really good into me. I'm not gonna hold you. If you put like a choice specs on that, it could basically 2-hit KO my whole team. And then also it gives a Surge Surfer with the Cobalion. So those two together can kind of be like MJ and Scottie Pippen. I'm not going front. All right, now like I said, I'm not trying to win necessarily. I'm just trying to get some kills. Now, I don't want to show all of my prep that I want to bring versus Boff because I know I'm most likely going to do the run back with him next week. So I'm going to keep some secret tech to myself, but I'm going to do well enough to where I could get some kills. First Pokemon on the list, Game 6 Clay, Life Orb, Sheer Force, T-Bolt, Psychic, Grass Knot, Focus Blast, enough speed to outspeed 328. You know him, you love him. He's going to get in, he's going to get a kill. He's gonna go crazy. Next on the list, if you see Game 6 Clay, you see unanimous MVP. This time we're gonna be Primordial Sea with leftovers, Iron Defense, Body Press, Draco, Flash Cannon, Max Defense, a bunch of HP, and a little bit of Spade to outspeed Crawdon if he decides to bring it. Now, IDEF Body Press goes crazy into him, especially with the Primordial Sea. It makes it so that Entei can never ever sweep me. If the Cobalion wants to be like SD close combat, if I get my Iron Defenses before it gets a chance to SD, I'm in a really good spot. And if I get enough Iron Defenses, obviously I could take a Scale Shot or an EQ from the Garchomp. Now, speaking of the Garchomp, that's such a huge threat. I'm honestly forced to bring Zunacia this week. I am going to be Levitate so I could dodge the EQ, and I am Akaberry inventory in case he wants to go like Fire Fang. Stealth Rock, Rapid Spin, Earthquake, Ice Spinner. EQ Ice Spinner hits his team pretty well. I'm just enough speed to outspeed the Garchomp, max HP so I could take on the Zapdos a bit better in the rest of the attack. Of course, we need to bring the team captain Jalen Brunson. We're AV regen, max HP, max speed so we can speed tie with the Zapdos in a little bit in special attack. U-turn so we keep momentum. Scald is just a good stab. Ice Beam so we could hit the Zapdos and the Chomp, and Energy Ball in case we have to hit the Crawdon. Coming off of the bench last week of the regular season, big body Vodafone, the ARBOLIVA. Why is it named Vodafone? Look up what was the most traded stock in one day of all time. Vodafone is here just for a trade. Hadron engine, choice specs, modest. Hyper Voice, Energy Ball, Leaf Storm, Earth Power. Enough speed to outspeed non-invested Weezing, a little bit in HP. Let me tell you something. If he leads wrong versus Vodafone, I 100% get a kill. This could OHKO a non-HP invested Cobalion from full with Leaf Storm. This is going to go crazingo. Last Pokemon on the list. It's not a week if I don't bring Boulder Shoulders, Sam Sulik, Power Herb, Queenly Majesty, so that way we could dodge like an Aqua Jet. And I don't really need the sharpness boost this week. SD, Cycle Cut, Mighty Cleave, Solar Blade. If I'm really in a pinch and I need to get that kill, I'm Solar Blading that Swampert that I know is coming. He's gonna go boom. Well, that's a team, and hopefully not looking for the dub. If we get the dub, that's cool, but hopefully we get our 3 kills. Let's get into it.
Now, like what I said in the team breakdown, we're not necessarily trying to win. All we need to do here is get 2 kills. The less he knows about what my potential prep can be versus him, the better. Okay, so he brought basically everything that I thought. The Cobalion I thought was gonna get paired up with the Rotom, to be honest. So because it's not paired up with, why can't I click anything? Yo, I can't click. Yo, hold up. I can't click when this isn't plugged in. What's going on? All right, I gotta just. All right, well, because it's not paired up with Rotom, that means it's gonna be Magic Guard Life Orb. Okay, so this is gonna be annoying because I literally can't click right now. What's going on? All right, so it's gonna be Magic Guard Life Orb, which is a big threat into me. If he doesn't lead right, Vodafone is gonna get a kill. I'm just gonna lead it. And let me write down his team now rather than later. Still have 30 seconds. Okay, so he's all set. So we have Ogre, Chomp, Pert, Zap, Koba, Entei. Okay. All right. So like I said, just need these 2 kills. Let's do it. Me not being able to click things with my mouse is really annoying, because I'm gonna have to like unplug my controller and plug it back in. But have fun, Boff. We just need these 2 kills. All right, so who's Verso? All right, so he led with the big Koba. A huge threat into me. Do I think he just CC's turn 1? He could. I could always spin later, so I could just play safe and go mana. See what he's on. See what his Koba's on. And then I could Scald. Even if he goes Desolate Land Entei, not a huge threat, because I have Primordial Sea on my Arch. And obviously it's 4th of July while I'm recording right now, so these fireworks are going brazy. All right, so this is Magic Guard, most likely. We go into Big Jalen. And he just volts. Okay, this is gonna do a lot. Oh, actually didn't do that much. Okay, great volt switch. Okay, so Koba has switch. Okay. And now that was Hadron, that was like electric boosted. So now he knows that I'm not Volt Absorb. Now he knows I'm not Bolt Absorb. But actually, I'm AV. So if it was doing that much, I think it has to be Orb. Bro, why can't I click? Okay, there we go. There we go, there we go. So let's see. Cobalion, almost any ability, Magic Guard with Volt. With Volt Switch to Manaphy. Okay, so we went Zap, okay. And it's Primordial C, okay. I'm gonna make a crazy play here. I'm just gonna U-turn. I'm gonna make an aggro play and U-turn. Cause he's for sure, I'm an Ice Beam, bro. I'm gonna get a little chip on this. I'm gonna get a little chippy. You don't electric move when I have the treads. Oh, but we eat. Now, the Weather Ball here is pretty free. So I can't go into treads that easily. So I could risk a speed tie here. And it's also a roll. If my mana gets picked up here, what happens? You know, it's quite simple. Just win the tie. I become pretty weak to the Cobalion though, just looking at it. Do I want Unanimous MVP to take Chip? I'll go Unanimous MVP because he can cane me, obviously. He can Hurricane. He could Volt Switch. He could Thunderbolt. But he should be expecting the... Okay, so he doubles. He probably goes Kobe here, right? Who's Papa? Oh, and he got the Desolate Land over my Primordial Sea. All right, not ideal. Okay, we gotta go big Jalen. We gotta go big Jalen because we might be able to live one and then we could come back out. Okay, so Entei is Desolate Land. Zap at 45 about. Okay. All right. So that double was good. That switch was good because it covered Ice Beam and it covered my switch, obviously, into either of my steel types. All right, so we go back out to Jalen Brunson. Sacred Fire's gonna do a lot. He does get the burn though. Am I dead to burn? A little unfortunate there. Okay, I'm not, so I could preserve this. So I'm gonna switch out. Because he could be Pixelate E-Speed. I'm going back out to Unanimous MVP here. Entei has Sacred Fire. Entei is Desolate Land with Sacred Fire. Okay. All right, so we preserve Jalen Brunson for a little bit. We go Unanimous MVP. We are max defense. We get our Primordial Sea here. He just Trailblazes. Okay. That's super fine. I got my lefties there. Okay. I'm gonna IDEF on this because does this get a fighting move? I think it only gets, let's see. So he's Sacred Fire Trailblaze. He only gets reversal, and that means he's only he could only be ground move versus me. So I'm gonna IDEF on this. He withdraws. Sacred Fire with Trailblaze. Okay. He goes Pert. So he sees the IDEF. It could be Earth Power. I go Jalen Brunson here, so I can get some HP back. And that means that his Entei can't hit me when I have the Primordial Sea up, most likely. No need for me to risk chip on this if I don't need to. The Ogre Pawn is quite threatening though. Ogre's quite threatening. Yeah, Ogre could either be
Okay, he didn't click it. Grassy Surge or Rocky Payload. Okay. Okay. We need to position ourselves to get these 2 kills. All right, so let's see what set he is. All right, so we get a little more HP back on Jalen Brunson. He quakes. I should eat. I do not eat at all, and unfortunately, I get taken out there. All right, bit of a misplay on my part. I didn't think I would die, and obviously the burn is a bit annoying. But now I go out into Vodafone, and I just get a kill with Leaf Storm. Leaf Storm kills everything. Yeah, because Vodafone, Leaf Storm versus Koba, 102 to 120. Versus Zapdos. Hyper Voice kills, but 79 to 60 to Zap. How much does it do to... No, I'm just gonna go for Leaf Storm. It's literally the chip I need. Literally the chip I need. Hyper Voice is much... Let's Leaf Storm, because it also kills the Koba. It also kills the Koba. All right, so he goes out to Entei. This is gonna take 8 million. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna Leaf Storm again. I'm gonna play a little aggro here. I want to catch the Chomp. Let's see. Entei at... He just stomping tantrums. Perfect. All right, so we KO the Entei. Cool. All right, so Entei is down. That's our 1 kill. Now, Scobalion is going to come out, and unfortunately, because mana is dead, it's going to be a gigantic threat into me. A huge threat. So let's see. Oh, he goes out into Gara. Okay. It is Sword of Ruin. This is why I have Zunacia for this. I'm going to go hard Zunacia here. If he Fire Fangs, great play. But I am Akaberry. So we'll save that. Now we are Levitate on this for this. He could just Scale Shot here, which he does. That does so much. All right, but we are Akaberry. And let's hit him with the spinner. So Chomp has Scale. He just withdraws, probably goes out into Swampert, yep. You get like no damage, and flip turn is really free for him here. Don't want this to take unnecessary chip. I think I'm okay with going Vodafone on the Ogre, Chomp, Pert, Zap, Koba left. If I get an iDef off, I'm in a pretty good spot, but the Chomp still does 50 to me, even at +2 defense. So he's just gonna flip turn here. Yeah, I really don't have another play because going game 6 Clay invites in. Yeah, I just go Vodafone on the flip. I have to save this. This Chomp is a gigantic threat. Alright, so he just goes for flip here. Yep. Crit, I don't really think the crit matters. He likely yeah, he probably goes out into, he could actually go Zap here as well. All right, so he just goes back out into this to go for another scale shot. I'm just gonna, if I dodge a scale shot versus the Chomp, if I dodge scale versus Chomp, Hyper Voice will kill. So let's dodge. Okay, no dodge. That means Vodafone is out of here. Spawn is so strong. Okay. I have to go back out to Zunatia here. I really don't have like another play to this. All right, and now we just see, going Pert is always so free for him here. So I am tempted to just go out into game 6 Clay. But I'll play safe and I'll just Ice Spinner again. Yeah, he just switches. He goes back out to this Pert. If it's Grassy Surge, I gotta keep this healthy for sure. I can't let this take chips, so I have to go game 6 Clay here. Yeah. This is a tough spot. Maybe, damn, maybe I should have pulled out all the stops for this game. Because flip is really free for him. Okay. Let's see. He doesn't know my item. And the Zap is at 45, which is good. It goes on to Verso. That's his Cobalion. Likely has like Stone Edge or something. Best play here is actually probably just Focus Blast, right? Or T-Bolt for short chip, but he's probably Edge. He Volt switches. He knows that he's faster now. Oh, if I blasted on the Chomp.
maybe I should have blasted. It's too late now. Ideally, he just sacks the zap here. Because he shouldn't let Pert just take unnecessary chip. Who is this? Oh, thank God. All right. All right. We did what we had to. Doesn't matter anymore. Literally doesn't matter anymore. This game, literally all this game was for us to give as least info as possible and to gain as much info as possible. And on the matchup, we know Koba is very good into us, right? We know that Entei Desolate Land was going to come. We know that SD Scale Shot Pert is a huge threat. Okay. Did I say SD Scale Shot Pert? I mean SD Scale Shot Chomp is a huge threat. Okay. These are all things that we knew already. So at this point, we're fine with however this goes. We just needed the info and we got it. We just needed to download him a bit, and that's what we had, and that's what we did. Yeah, it really doesn't matter anymore. I'm just gonna focus blast. Yeah. He switches again. Let me just make sure I'm not tweaking. Let me see the standings. Yeah. Oh, actually, I'm gonna be in last place. Oh no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Oh wait, actually, yes, I am. So I'm gonna face Joe next. Actually, okay. That takes 8 quadrillion. I could actually still win this, to be honest. That's actually kind of interesting. Okay, well, we just psychic here. Yeah, that's fine. Because we go back out to Zunacia here. He has a no free Quake switch. Like Pert comes in, but then I get rocks up on Big Pert. If I kill 3 Pokemon, I'm in 3rd and I face Boff again next week. If I don't get any more KOs, I play Joe. But here I just Quake. Break. Doesn't pick up the kill though. All right, we get 3 kills. That means that we're in 3rd place. So we play Boff again. Break is pretty interesting. So he was probably SD Quake Scale Shot Break. Okay. Okay. I mean, he has Pert, Ogre, Koba left. The Koba wall is my my guy. Koba walls. Yeah, he just goes back out into it now. Really, the only way I win this, like I sacked this here. Locks himself into Ore Sphere. Okay. Wait, what is he? Scarf? I don't even know if I lived, to be honest. Koba, Magic Guard versus Arch with Aura Sphere. Let's say he's max special attack. That kills me. Okay. Okay, so I actually go Samsung here. And I'm just gonna SD. Winning here is just off of a choke. Like, let's see if he's scared of Banded Sacred Sword. Banded Sharpness Sacred Sword. Next week, so because we got the 3 kills, we're in 3rd place, meaning we play Boff again. All right. This all went to plan. Sometimes you gotta tank the season to get the seed that you need to get to finals to win the chip. That's how it goes sometimes. That's how it goes sometimes. But we got the knowledge that we needed. Actually, this might be a choke. It goes out to friend. Oh my SD. He's Rocky payload. I guess it's gonna be Sash or something. I guess it could be. I can't be Scarf. What am I saying? Let's see. Iron Boulder Shoulders +2 versus Ogre Pawn. Cornerstone. Mighty Cleave. 111 to 131. Jeez Louise. Really? It does that much for real? I didn't think it did that much. Is that right? Wow. Okay. Like I said, winning does not matter here. Winning does not matter here. I'm not gonna be able to kill the Koba. There's no way I kill Koba here. Cybertron only does 53 to 64. How much does it do at +4? 80 to 95. Should I just reveal the Solar Blade tech here? I'll just do it. I really didn't want to. I didn't want to show this, but I brought it just in case I needed to get a kill. Yo, I low-key don't want to show it, bro. I'm just gonna cycle cut. I actually don't want to show it. Because, I mean, I'm not gonna die from this. The differential doesn't matter. I guess technically it mattered because now he could just lock himself into, Aura Sphere and win. And if I would have Solar Bladed, he would not have been able to lock himself into Aura Sphere and win. He would have had to been forced to Flash Cannon the Boulder. And then, Flash Cannon wouldn't have KO'd Arch. But actually it didn't matter because Flash Cannon into Aura Sphere kills me, right? So it's like, who cares? Literally, who cares? He Scarf Steel Beam. What? Yo, that's actually insane. Oh yeah, that's actually crazy. Is that not insane? Is that not absolutely nuts? How much is this gonna do? I mean, we IDEF here for sure. Scarf Steel Beam is nuts. All right, we're getting the we're getting the info that we need. This for sure lives, and this goes for EQ. I actually should IDEF again, so I take less because it for sure lives the next body press. So we IDEF. I don't think Aura Sphere kills this, bro. Aura Sphere, max special attack with no life orb versus Arch. 79 to 94. That's a roll. After I get this next one. But he just quakes for as much chip as he can.
How much does this do to Pert? Actually, I think I have a short kill. +4. Swampert. Regen vest. Oh, I put +4 attack, not +4 defense. I tweaked. 77 and 92. He's gooped. I actually win this if I don't get crit. Oh, wait. Let me make sure I'm not tweaking. Hold up. Yeah. This kills. Yeah. And I mean, maybe he's Scar Focus Blast, but we saw Aura Sphere already. We saw Aura Sphere already, so I don't know if you're Scarf, Aura Sphere and Scar Focus Blast. That seems a little much. We just press again. Aura Sphere only kills with crit. Yep. And now we press. And we get the dub. Well, GG to Boff. Like I said, we were us winning was just kind of like by chance. We really didn't. I really was not trying to win here. Or like, let me rephrase. I was trying to win, but I wasn't trying to. My real prep versus him, I didn't bring today. The real prep is gonna come next week because I knew I was playing him again next week. So we brought some cool things that could net me a win, but we're gonna really be cooking next week. So thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for supporting. New York Nickits going into the semifinals. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, see y'all in the next one.